It used to be if you go to Bolivar, it's kind of like going back into the 50s or something. You know? Take the ferry across from Galveston. It's back before Ike. There's still a few tourist courts. They even call them tourist courts. Curio shops. Selling whatnots. I still don't know what a whatnot is. My mama had a whatnot shelf, but it just had a bunch of fucking junk on it.
Yeah.
If that's true, I got a garage full of whatnots. I was walking along one of the T-heads quite a few years ago now. I had my guitar with me, and this guy hollers at me from his boat. He said, "Hey, what are you doing?" I said, "I'm a songwriter." He said, Yeah. Everybody is. He said, "Hey, if you really are a songwriter, my life story would make a great song." I said, "Yeah, everybody's would." We hit it off right away. His name is Jack. He had this Chris Craft boat he'd picked up in Florida. I spent some time with him on his boat and kind of showed me how to sail a little bit. Showed me how to drink tequila a little bit. Told me his life story and then he died. But he said, "That's all right, dying's easy. Living's what scares me." So here's Jack's story as told to me on the boat. He said, "I left California back in '76. Music died with change and tricks. Things got crazy in San Francisco. But thumbing across the country, man, I thought I would freeze. So I followed Buffett to the Florida Keys, where I nearly got busted with a load of snow-white cargo. But I picked up this boat in a illegal deal. You could say I got a hell of a steal. I couldn't stay there, so I headed for Isla Nublar. But as a sea captain, man, I ain't worth a damn. Out in the ocean, I got all turned around. Then I limped into Bolivar with a hole in my hull. But I said, if I ain't sinking, well, I must be swimming. If I ain't dead, I must be living. And living is a thing that scares me the most. And if I ain't sleeping, well, I better be fishing. If I ain't anchored, I will be drifting. But all in all, doing pretty good since I hit my third coast. He said, "I quit the weed, poking holes in my arms. You gotta stay straight, weather these storms when they're blowing off the Gulf in the fall of the year. See, Port Boulevard was a blessing to me. Gave me a chance to give it back to the sea. And I thank God every morning I wake up, I'm still here. And I ain't sinking, so I must be swimming. I ain't dead, so I must be living. And living is the thing that scares me the most. And if I ain't sleeping, well, I better be fishing. If I ain't anchored, I will be drifting. But all in all, I'm doing pretty good since I hit my third coast. So you gotta stand up, boy, if you wanna make ends meet. 'Cause the rope's too short when you're on your knees. You gotta listen for the ring if you're gonna answer the call. 'Cause fishing ain't fishing, fishing ain't fun. Living ain't living unless you feel like you won. The winning ain't winning if it ain't worth the cost. See, if you ain't sinking, well, you're swimming. If you ain't dead, you're living. And living is the thing better scare you the most. And if you ain't sleeping, well, you better get to fishing. If you ain't anchored, you will be drifting. But all in all, it's pretty good when you find your third coast. When you find your third coast. That's why I left California back in '76. Music died with Jimi Hendrix. Jack says, hey, quit whining. We got some tequila, we got some wind, we got a boat that floats. Let's go.